Hey Mudcat fans, Jeff Matlock here on the live with you today, filling in for Ryan Irwin, feeling a little bit under the weather. West Coast Kings coming to Solano College at Yarborough Field versus the Mudcats today. First up to bat for the Kings, Blake Porter, the shortstop, number 4. 0-2 count. On the mound today for Solano, Mateo Santos. In his first appearance of the season, played for us last year. And with that pitch, strikeout number 1 of the leadoff hitter. Coming up, number 2, Miles Clayton, playing center field for the Kings. Santos' first pitch coming. Low and outside for a ball. Pitch number 2 is driven. Line drive straight to Tyler Crudo at second base for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 8. Jimmy McNiven playing third base for the Kings today.
Number 8, Jimmy McNiven.
McNiven's been hitting well on the season. Definitely a threat at the plate. First pitch, strike 1 against McNiven. Comes in batting .350 on the season. 15 RBIs. Leading the team in the RBI category. Second pitch in for a strike. 0-2 for Santos. Pitch number 3 fouled off, out of play. Mudcats have been on a little bit of a slide lately. Had a 5-game series against the Humboldt Crabs in Arcata in 4 days. Won the first game, lost the next 4. And that's in for a low swinging strike, but dropped third strike, and McNiven will make it to first base on that pitch. Tough break for the Mudcats. Actually had a strikeout. Brings up to bat number 15, Caleb Hendricks, the catcher today for the Kings. First pitch at Hendricks, high fastball, but he swings at it and fouls it off for strike 1. Pitch number 2, looking strike. 0-2 count for Santos again. Here comes the pitch with the runner going, and that ball is hit down the left field line. McNiven's going to score from first. And Hendricks is in second with a stand-up double.
Next up, second baseman number 34.
So that drop third strike hurts the Mudcats, giving the Kings a run with that stand-up double line drive down the left field line. That'll bring up number 34, E.J. Cord, second baseman. Pitch number 1 from Santos, strike. He has definitely been throwing strikes on first pitch today so far. looking pretty good. Pitch number 2 on its way, and that's a foul ball back to the backstop. Counts 0-2 with a runner on second and 2 outs. Pitch on the way, foul ball over the right field fence, out of play. Count still 0-2 with 2 outs.
Put your hands together for it. That boys, Grayson and Grayson with an E and an A.
That ball hit pretty hard to the shortstop. Murphy throws across the diamond over to Kelly for the 3rd out of the inning. And we'll be right back.
Brendan Murphy.
All right, we're back. Bottom of the 1st, shortstop Brendan Murphy up. Murphy's first appearance with the Mudcats last week, 5 for 5. First pitch curveball for a ball. Needless to say, Brendan Murphy had a great day. Was one of the co-players of the game, sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Pitch number 2 coming in, and that ball is fouled off over the left field fence. 1-1 the count. Pitching today for the Kings, Riley Lim comes in with a 5.40 ERA, only 5 innings pitched on the season, so not much on him. Pitch number 3 down low in the dirt for a ball. 2-1 the count. And that ball was swung at And I think the bat went farther than the ball over the first base dugout against the fence. Murphy, count goes to 2-2. And it looks like Tyler Crudo's going to bring him out some spray glue to give him a little more grip on that bat. But Murphy says no thanks. You don't see that every day. Pitch in there for a ball, low and outside. Go to full count on Murphy. Murphy seems to have a pretty good read on the strike zone. Let's see what he can do here with the full count for the Mudcats. That pitch is up a little high. Foul tip into the catcher's glove for the first out of the inning for the Mudcats. That'll bring up Tyler Crudo. Crudo, a third-year veteran of the Mudcats.
Second baseman.
Comes into today's game with .350 batting average, 11 RBIs, been a staple in the Mudcats lineup. First pitch is a ball to Crudo. Playing second base today, which he has most of the season. Played some shortstop last year for us, in and out of there. And Kyle Gross comes out to ask the umpire what he was talking to his pitcher about. I think he was telling him to wait on making sure the batter made eye contact. Pitch number 2, big hanging curveball in for a strike. 1-1 count to Crudo. Pitch down and in. 2-1's the count. Crudo, a very patient hitter. And that ball's hit just to the right of the second baseman, to his right, into right center for a single for Crudo. That'll bring up Max Garcia. Max Garcia coming into this game with a .431 batting average. First pitch to Garcia, curveball in for a strike. 15 RBIs on the season for for Garcia. Another curveball. Garcia rips that into left center, but the left field runs over to grab it. And Crudo's unable to advance from first. 2 outs, runner on first base. That will bring up
Put your hands together for
that'll bring up first baseman Mason Kelly. Sorry for the pause there, but we have to make sure we don't get flagged by YouTube. And Mason Kelly takes the first pitch high and drives to the left field fence, and it's gone. Just to the right of the scoreboard for a 2-run homer for Mason Kelly. That's his 5th of the season, and I believe he is
next
tied.
29, center fielder, Wyatt Davis.
First pitch to Wyatt Davis down in the dirt for a ball. That home run actually puts Mason Kelly in the lead with 5 on the team. With Zach Goldenberg right behind him with 4. Pitch number 2 just outside for a ball. 2-0 count, 2 outs, nobody on, with Wyatt Davis, the center fielder, up to bat. Pitch way outside, 3-0. Wyatt Davis, another veteran of the team. Had a pretty good season last year. And pitch number 4 is down low for a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Derek Bartram playing right field today. First pitch curveball, in for a strike. 2 outs, runner on first. Bartram up. 0-1 count here. Pickoff attempt over to first base. Not close. Pitch number 2 from Lim is going to be another strike on Bartram. 0-2. Another curveball, and Bartram's able to foul this one off to stay alive. Pitch high up in the zone. Bartram's able to give it a good ride, but straight to the left fielder for the 3rd out of the inning. And we'll be right back for the top of the 2nd. Score: 2 runs for the Mudcats, 1 for the Kings. That'll bring up Ryan Hubbard. First pitch from Santos. High fly ball to right field. That is over the head of the right fielder, right at the base of the fence for a stand-up double. Hubbard, number 37, the DH today, with a pretty high fly double there. That's going to bring up number 27, Zach Altamira, the first baseman.
Number 14, Zach Altamira.
He is wearing number 14 today, which is not uncommon for PEL teams to change jerseys when they have different players. First pitch from Santos, just a bit down and outside, probably for ball one. Second pitch in there for swinging strike, 1-1 count. All trades. Just a bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, runner on second for the first baseman, Altamira. Mateo Santos comes set. Here comes the pitch. And that ball is fouled off down the right field line, out of play. Making the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Santos, righty, senior at Cumberland University in Tennessee. And that pitch is fouled off. Count still 2-2. Vallejo native, going to college at Cumberland. Just talked to him earlier today, just a little bit outside of Nashville. Here comes the pitch. And it's up in the zone, but hit by Altamira to right center. The center fielder takes it, tagging up from second. And Ryan Hubbard is in easily to third on a sac fly.
Next up, number 18, Everett Johnson.
Bringing up number 18, Everett Johnson, playing left field for the Kings today. So 1 out, man on third. Everett Johnson up. Johnson hits a liner to third. Diving Max Garcia gets that for out number 2, not able to get back to the runner on third. And I believe that was Emmett Johnson, not Everett. Looked like Everett on the lineup, but batting .231. My vision. That'll bring up right fielder Nate Hill. First pitch, ball 1. Again, I'll correct myself. It's probably Nate Hui, H-U-I. Comes in batting 200 on the season. The count now 2-0 with that second pitch being a ball. Pitch number 3, down and out. 3-0 count. Pitch number 4 here to Hui. And that is a slider in for a strike. 3-1 count. 2 outs. Runner on third. See if Santos can get the Mudcats out of here with a goose egg in this inning. And the pitch, strike three, correction, strike two called. Sorry, my bad, I got a little anxious there. Wouldn't be the first time we had a bad call with 2 strikeout up in Humboldt over the weekend. Cost us an inning. And that pitch grounded down the left field line, foul. Max Garcia getting to that ball, but in foul territory. And it counts still 3-2. Here comes the pitch from Santos. That is inside for ball 4. So a 2-out walk puts runners at first and third. Back to the top of the order with Blake Porter, the shortstop.
Blake Porter.
Porter struck out in the first inning. He digs in. Santos comes set, and here comes the pitch. That's in there for a swing and strike. 0-1. That ball's driven to center field. Line drive, 1 hopper to the center fielder. That's going to score 1. So Porter in there with a single.
Next up, center fielder number 2, Miles Clayton.
And an RBI on that hit. That'll bring up Miles Clayton, center fielder, lined out to the second baseman last inning. Brings the score to 2-2. First pitch, swing and strike, fouled off by Clayton over the third base dugout.
That foul ball was brought to you by Early Morning Bail Bonds.
And that ball's hit right back to the pitcher, Santos. Pops out of his glove. He's able to get behind the mound and grab it and make the third out. What a good play by Santos to recover from that. Ball bounced right out of his glove, up and over the mound. He's able to run back, grab it, and throw it to first, beating out Clayton for the third out.
How about our bat boy? Wexler.
Cruz Wexler leading off the bottom of the third. First pitch to Wexler is a ball down low. Wexler doing the catching duties today for Santos. Pitch number 2, a strike on Wexler. Wexler comes in to today's game hitting .258. That pitch in there for a ball. Count 2-1. Wexler sharing the catching duties with Bruce Boucher and sometimes Zach Goldenberg, the 3 main catchers for the Mudcats this season. That counts 3-1 now. And that's low and outside for a walk to Wexler, which will bring up Teo Kopp. First pitch to Kopp fouled off. Kopp comes into today's game hitting .366. Really good for the Mudcats, with like 5 guys ahead of them with a higher average. The Mudcats offense has been pretty strong this year. And that ball is driven right to the shortstop. Line drive, tries to get the guy out at first, overthrows first base, but Wexler's not able to advance after diving back into the bag. That ball was hit well, just straight to the shortstop for the Kings for out number 1. That'll bring up Raphael Hall playing left field today. Outfielder pitcher. That first pitch high and outside for ball 1. Hall's done most of his work in the outfield for the Mudcats this year. Has had a few pitching appearances. Left-hander, both throwing and hitting. Here comes pitch number 2 to Hall. Swing and a miss. That's a 1-1 count. Pickoff attempt by Lim. Wexler dives back in there, easily safe. Just keeping the runner alert over there. Catcher calls timeout. All right, Hall gets back in the box here. 1-1 count, 1 out. Runner on first base for the Mudcats. The pitch from Lim. Curveball, swing and strike. Counts 1-2. Pitches a curveball, hit down the right field line. First baseman into foul territory with that for a foul ball. Count stays 1-2. Pitch high. Foul ball over the left field fence, out of play for Hall. Count stays 1-2, still 1 out. Runner on first. Tie ball game at 2-2. And the pitch, high curveball. Hall hits that to the first baseman coming over. Taking him to second, he throws it to second base, gets the lead runner out for 1. That'll be 2 outs, with Hall making it to first safely. We'll be back to the top of the order with Brendan Murphy, the shortstop. That pitch down low for ball 1. So Raphael Hall on first now, with the fielder's choice. Pitch number 2, driven out the left field fence, out of play. Counts 1-1. Lim comes set for the pitch. High. Catcher able to jump up and stop that. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. On Brendan Murphy. Here's the pitch. That ball a little bit outside. Kings don't like it. They think it was a strike. Definitely looked outside. That brings the count to 3-1. Here comes a 3-1 pitch to Murphy. And that's called strike. Raphael Hall on the steal is safe at second base. Close play. Hall able to get in there. Pretty good throw from the catcher, a little bit to the third base side. Caleb Hendricks for the Kings, doing the catching duties. And the umpire barked something over at the Kings dugout, I think telling them about not arguing balls and strikes. So called strike on that pitch. Brings the count to 3-2, 2 outs. Brendan Murphy up to bat with Raphael Hall for the Mudcats on second base. Pitcher steps off. No throw to second. Hall was out there jumping around a little bit. Shortstop had started to run over to go to second base, but stopped. And here comes the pitch to Murphy. That is ball 4, and it gets away from the catcher. Hall is going to go from second to third on that pass ball. And that walk puts Murphy on first. That'll bring up second baseman Tyler Crudo. 2 outs. Runners at first and third. Tie ball game 2-2, and we're in the bottom of the second inning. Catcher must have caught a little bit of that last ball. He was a little, umpire gave him a little time to make sure he was okay. And this will be pitch number 1 to Crudo here. Crudo drives one through the 5-6 hole to the left fielder. That's going to score Hall from third. That'll put Murphy on second easily. Crudo with the single and an RBI to put the Mudcats up. That'll bring up third baseman number 5, Max Garcia. Pitch number 1 to Garcia. Curveball low and outside for ball 1. Pitch number 2 to Garcia is down again, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. Bottom of the second, Mudcats lead 3-2. Runners on first and second. Pitch from Lim. That is high and inside, brushing back Garcia for ball 3. .30 count on Garcia here. And I'm going to venture to say, unless it's middle, right where Max Garcia wants it, he's dead taken here, making Lim pitch to him. And that is in for a strike. It was a definite take. 3-1 count to Max Garcia. And if it's close, he will be swinging here. He's an aggressive swinger, leading the team in average right now. And that's down, but called strike, making it 3-2. So 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will be moving on the pitch here to Max Garcia. And pitcher wheels back to second base with no throw. Just making sure those runners don't leave too early on this 3-2, 2-out count. Here comes the full count pitch to Max Garcia. And that is down in the dirt for ball 4. Max Garcia with a great eye, letting that go by. That'll load the bases. That'll bring out head coach Kyle Gross for the Kings to the mound. And we'll be That'll bring up Mason Kelly, the first baseman for the Mudcats. Home run last inning. That first pitch, curveball high, ball 1. Mason Kelly leading the Mudcats with 5 home runs on the season. Zach Goldenberg right behind him, not in the lineup today with 4. And here comes pitch number 2 to Mason. That ball's high. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The bases are loaded for Mason Kelly here. That ball fouled off for strike 1. Kelly with a great opportunity for at least 1 RBI here. Get that ball to the outfield, probably get 2. Pitch number 4 to Kelly. Curveball, high again. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss by Kelly. That'll bring the count to 3-2, 2 outs. Reynolds will be going again on the pitch. Lim comes set for the Kings. And that pitch is driven to left field. The left fielder looks like he's under it, right in front of the scoreboard for out number 3. Well hit ball, but just not enough to get out of the yard. And we will go into the top of the 3rd with the Mudcats leading 3-2. We'll be right back with the Mudcats baseball. All right, welcome back, Mudcats fans. Top of the 3rd, Mudcats leading 3-2. And McNiven for the Kings will be up to bat. And that ball's inside for ball 1. Jimmy McNiven, number 8, playing 3rd base. Reached base in the 1st inning on a drop 3rd strike. Pitch number 2 to McNiven, high and outside for ball 2. Santos with the pitch, and that ball's down for ball 3. 3-0 count to McNiven. Not a bad guy to pitch around. McNiven's had a really good season for the Kings. One of their better hitters. That ball's in there for a strike. McNiven looks like he was taken all the way. So 3-1 count to McNiven. And that ball's fouled off, bringing the count to 3-2. Mateo Santos starting on the mound for the Mudcats today. Into the top of the 3rd here. And the pitch. Nice curveball is fouled off by McNiven over the first base dugout. That ball's hit hard, just out of the reach of diving Max Garcia between him and the third base line. Goes to the left field corner. Throw into second base, not on time. Stand-up double for McNiven. That'll bring her up. Caleb Hendricks, the catcher,
Number 15, Caleb Hendricks.
had an RBI double in the first inning, giving the Kings 1 run in that inning. So McNiven with the double leading off. Santos comes set to Hendricks, and he drives the ball high towards right field. Right fielder in to make the catch. No tag up on the play, so the runner does not advance. 1 out. It'll bring
Next
up
up, second baseman, number 34, E.J. Cord.
E.J. Cord, second baseman, number 34 for the Kings. First pitch way outside for ball 1. The Mudcats and the Kings have battled quite a bit last week before heading up to play the Humboldt Crabs. Both teams double digits 2 days in a row. Pitch number 2, low and outside, ball 2. Both those games won by the Kings by 1 run. I believe it was 11-10. Game 1. Game 2 was, I believe, 14-13. Lots of hits in those games. Lots of runs. Santos comes set to E.J. Cord. That ball's in there for a strike. 2-1 the count, 1 out. That pitch curveball hit just over the second baseman's head into right center. Runner from second comes around. There's a throw at the plate. The throw is offline. That'll be 1 run for the Kings. And that ball gets past the catcher, allowing E.J. Cord on the single to advance to second base. Tie ball game again, 3-3. That'll bring up number 37, Ryan. Hubbard, the DH for the Kings today. 1 out, runner on second. And here comes the pitch from Santos. Down in the dirt for ball 1. Nice block by Cruz Wexler to not allow the runner from second to advance. Pitch number 2. That ball is driven high to right field. Under it for the catch. And no tag on the play for out number 2.
Next up, number 14, first baseman, Zach Altamira.
Derek Bartram out there doing the duties in right field today with the catch and the throw into the cutoff man, not allowing the Kings runner from second to advance. That'll bring up Zach Altamira, first baseman, with 2 outs. And the pitch, that ball is hit, pop up, foul territory on right side, and Mason Kelly's able to make the catch for the 3rd out. Kind of took an alternate route there, was able to get back to that ball in this Solano College win for out number 3, and that'll take us to the bottom of the 3rd with the Mudcats coming to bat. All right, leading off the bottom of the third, Wyatt Davis, center fielder for the Mudcats. First pitch high, ball one. Apologize to you fans that were looking for stats or the score on our live. We haven't found that technology yet to do that. Second pitch to Davis, curveball for ball number 2. And the pitch, strike one looking, 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball was hit hard by Davis. It's to the fence, and it is gone. Home run for Wyatt Davis, putting the Mudcats ahead 4. Derek Bartram drives one to the center field fence. Many of the fans thought it might be gone. It was not, but it is a stand-up double. That home run by Davis
Put your hands together for our bat boy Grayson. Good
puts
hustle,
him
brother.
to 4 on
Next
the
up,
season.
catcher, number 8.
That'll bring up catcher Cruz Wexler. No outs, runner on second. Mudcats up 4-3. A little wheel spin from the pitcher, nobody there. Just trying to hold the runner on. Cruz Wexler, right-handed catcher, bats left-handed though. And first pitch to Wexler's high, ball 1. That ball's down and out for ball 2. Lim comes set. Here comes the pitch to Wexler. Curveball outside, ball 3. Kings have a left-handed pitcher up in the bullpen warming up. You're probably going to see a pitching change here pretty quick by the Kings, led by Kyle Gross, the manager. That's high for a 4-pitch walk to Wexler after a homer and a double by the Mudcats.
Next up,
That'll bring up number 25, Teo Kopp. First pitch strike. Kopp last inning, he's the DH, lined out to the shortstop. Hard hit ball. Pitch number 2 down in the dirt, making it a 1-1 count. That pitch in for another ball, 2-1. That ball fouled off. 2-2 count to Teo Kopp, the designated hitter. That pitch popped up, coming back as the catcher, and he's unable to corral that pop-up in that Solano wind. Kind of crazy here. The wind here at Solano blows almost always dead out to center from home plate. You don't generally feel it on the field because of the backdrop with all the trees, but if it gets up 50 to 100 feet, the wind definitely affects those foul balls, and it'll bring them all the way back into the field of play. That pitch in the dirt, swinging strike for strike 3. So that'll give us one out.
Left fielder.
Brings up Raphael Hall to the plate. Looking for strike 1. For those of you older fans, Oakland A's fan like myself, Kyle Gross, the manager for the Kings, is the son of Wayne Gross, former Oakland A's third baseman, played in the MLB for quite a while. Excellent third baseman back in the day for the A's. Looking him up. Major League Baseball player, primarily third baseman, from 76 to 86. And that pitch fouled off by Hall. Brings the count to no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Mudcat runners on first and second. The Mudcats lead in the bottom of the third, 4-3. Pitch from Lim, curveball, down in the dirt. Catcher has a little rough time finding it. No advancement by the runners, bringing the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hall steps out of the box, digs back into the box with a 1-2 count, and the pitch from Lim coming up. Lim comes set. Delivers a curveball inside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Raphael Hall, the left-handed batter for the Mudcats. Runners on first and second with one out. Time called. That'll definitely add time to the game. The Mudcats have played many 3-hour plus games this year, and I've been here for all of them. That pitch is outside, bringing count to 3-2. We had almost a 4-hour game last week, making for some long evenings here at Solano College. So much so, we had to change the game times to start time at 4:30 instead of 5 o'clock. 3-2 pitch, and that's in the dirt. Hall able to hold off and not swing at that for the walk. And Kyle Gross is going to come to the mound, and it looks like there's going to be a pitching change for the Kings. We'll be right back with the Mudcats Baseball Network in the bottom of the third inning in just a moment. That'll bring up Brendan Murphy for the Mudcats. The new pitcher for the Kings is Ryan Gerke, number 21, left-hander on the mound. Pitching to the left-handed Murphy. First pitch low and outside to the lefty for ball one. Gerke with only 7 innings pitched on the season so far. Not a lot on him. ERA of 9.00. Not the greatest of ERAs. Pitch number 2 down the middle for, pitch number 3. It was a 2-0 count. Pitch number 3 down the middle for a strike. Counts 2-1. 1 out. Bases are juiced with Mudcats, and they're leading 4-3. Murphy fouls the curveball off over to the third base dugout. 2-2 count. Two count to Murphy in the pitch. Curveball looking for strike 3. So quite the difference for Murphy today. Struck out in the first inning, walked
Now batting
in the
second
second.
baseman, number 14.
So the strikeout for Murphy will make that 2 outs on the inning. Brings up Tyler Crudo, second baseman, number 14. Crudo looks at pitch number 1 for a strike, fastball. Just on the outside, it looked like. The kind of guy you want to have up right now. Tyler Crudo's been a really good hitter this year for the Mudcats. Was their MVP of the team last year in the 2025 season. Curveball in there for ball 1. 1-1 count. 2 years ago, Crudo struggled a little bit, both offensively and defensively. Went back to Sonoma State. Had a phenomenal season. Came to the Mudcats last year, was their MVP. And then Sonoma State stopped their athletics. Oh, now on that pitch, it was a wild pitch. It almost looked like it hit Crudo, but I don't see anyone signaling hit by a pitch. But it got away from the catcher. Runner from third will score, and the other runners advance to second and third. Yeah, unfortunately, Sonoma State stopped all of their athletics right before the baseball season. Crudo was able to get over to Cal State Stanislaus and had a really good season this year. Another pitch from Gerke. Looking strike. That'll make the count 2-2. Crudo back to the Mudcats for his 3rd season. Looking at a 2-2 count with 2 outs, runners on second and third. That ball high and outside, making the count full with 2 outs. Mudcats leading 5-3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Crudo drives this ball to left field, and it is up, and it is gone. Crudo with a home run. 3-run homer for Crudo. That home run will put the score up to 8-3. 5-run inning so far. Max Garcia attempted bunt there, goes foul. Counts 0-1 on Max Garcia. Pitch number 2 to Garcia here. It is high curveball. Drops into the zone for a called strike 2. Counts 0-2 on Garcia with 2 outs. No runners on after they were cleared by Crudo's home run. Gerke, lefty, getting the signs, comes set. And that ball is high. Hit by Garcia by the diving first baseman. Garcia rounding first base. He's going to get into second with a stand-up double. That ball looked like Garcia was going to take it. It was hot, chest-high pitch. And he just drove a ground ball right between the first baseman and the foul line. That'll bring up Mason Kelly. Kelly on the day had a home run in the first inning. Flied out to left field in his next at bat. Gerke wheels around. No throw to second. Max Garcia not with a big leadoff. Here's the pitch to Kelly. Curveball down and in for ball 1. Kelly digs in. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside. Swing and a miss by Kelly. Brings the count to 1-1. I see in the comments you guys hate that we have to cut out or mute this. Me too. YouTube doesn't want to hear that music. Another pitch to Kelly. Inside, fouled off down past the third base dugout of the Mudcats. Don't want to violate any copyright laws or anything like that on the music, so we do have to pause in between while we have walk-up music. Not the greatest of setups, but we'll make do. Here's the pitch. Mason Kelly drives one to the third baseman. Third baseman able to scoop that up and makes the play at first for the third out. Notwithstanding the Mudcats throwing up 5 in the third inning, we'll go to the top of the 4th. Mudcats leading the Kings 8-3. All right, Mudcat fans, we are back. Top of the fourth, Kings up. Emmett Johnson. New pitcher for the Mudcats, Dylan Trammell, back from last year, just came back on the roster about a week ago. He pitched up in Humboldt. First pitch was a strike. Second pitch, curveball breaks loose out of his hand. It was way behind the batter for ball one, just a bit outside. Sets up the fastball in the middle, and it's fouled off straight back. That pitch in there for strike three, 1 out.
Next up, right fielder, number 6, Nate He.
Brings up number 6, Nate He, playing right field for the Kings today against Dylan Trammell here with 1 out in the top of the fourth inning. First pitch looking strike. 0-1, 1 out on the Kings here. Trammell comes set. Fastball hit straight back up the middle. Crudo with some range behind the bag makes a jump throw to first to get the out. Great play by Crudo, the second baseman, for out number 2. Kind of showing defensively why he was the MVP last year. Great play by Crudo to his right, all the way behind second base. That ball was chopped up the middle. Brings us up back to the top of the order for Kings. Blake Porter, strikeout and a single with an RBI so far today. First pitch called strike. Pitch, fastball inside for a ball, brings the count to 1-1. Trammell looking to make this a short inning after the Mudcats scored 5 in the bottom of the third. Porter hits that high fly ball to left center. The center fielder cannot get to it. And Porter has himself another single on the day.
Center fielder, number 2, Miles Clayton.
No damage done with no runners on. That'll bring up Miles Clayton, the center fielder, who's previously lined out to the second baseman and then ground ball to the pitcher for a 1-3 put out in his second at bat. The Trammell comes set with 2 outs. Low and inside, ball 1 to Clayton. Trammell comes set, looks over at first. And the pitch, fastball a little up, but fouled off over the third base dugout.
Brought to you by the Dirty Fish Podcast.
Brings us to a 1-1 count with 2 outs. From the pitch, low and inside, runner going. No throw from Wexler. So Porter able to get to second with 2 outs, and that was a ball on the pitch. So 2-1 count, 2 outs, runner on second. Miles Clayton up to bat. Here's the pitch. That ball's hit, fly ball to left field. And it is caught by Raphael Hall for out number 3. 1 hit, no errors, no runs in the top of the top of the 4th for the Kings. That'll bring up the Mudcats in the bottom of the 4th, and we will be right back with you. That'll bring up Wyatt Davis, who homered in the last at bat. First pitch to Davis from the lefty. Curveball low and outside for ball 1. Pitch number 2, curveball. Davis hits it off the end of the bat. Small little fly ball caught by the shortstop for out number 1.
Next up, right fielder, number 22, Derek Bartram.
That'll bring up Derek Bartram. First pitch from Gerke here. High fastball for ball 1. Bartram with a stand-up double in his last at-bat right after Davis's homer. Almost looked like it was going out. Hit the fence. Pitch number 2, down low again, ball 2. So 2-0 to Bartram, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Mudcats leading 8-3. Pitch number 3, high and outside, ball 3. 3-0. And that's a fastball in there for a strike. Bartram thought it was a ball, had thrown his bat back towards the third base dugout and started going to first base. He's going to have to come back and retrieve that bat, dig in for another pitch with a 3-1 count. Looked a bit inside, but definitely a strike. Here's the pitch. And that is down in the dirt for ball number 4. So Bartram ends up getting one more pitch for a walk.
Next up,
That'll bring up Cruz Wexler with 1 out, a man on first base. Curveball in there for a strike. Wexler has walked his first 2 at-bats of this game. So lefty on lefty here with Gerke, the left-handed pitcher, Cruz Wexler, the left-handed batter, and Bartram on first base. Another curveball. Wexler able to hold off, low and outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball looked a bit outside, but called strike by the umpire. To the dismay of the Mudcat fans in the stands. Counts 1-2. Wexler fouls that up into the field of play, and the wind blows it back right over the third base bag, where the third baseman's able to make that catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Teo Kopp, first pitch strike. Runner going, attempted throw, and he is safe at second. Bartram safe at second with a steal. Teo Kopp lined out to the shortstop, struck out in his second at bat. Up here with an 0-1 count. Wheel play. Oh, and he catches Bartram off the bag. He's going to get in a rundown here, and he is tagged out for the final out of the inning. Teo Kopp will lead off in the bottom of the 5th for the Mudcats. We'll be right back with the Mudcats Baseball Network. Oh, top of the fifth, Jimmy McNiven leading off. First pitch to him, a ball. Dylan Trammell still in the game pitching for the Mudcats. Pitch number 2 down in the dirt for ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Trammell to McNiven. That's in there for a strike, fastball, outside corner, 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, high and inside, almost hits him for a 3-1 count. Those of you wanting us to put that camera a little closer, I am 100% with you. We've been talking about it. I talked to the president the other day about getting a mount to one of the poles just behind the net so we could see through the net. That pitch is down for ball 4 from Trammell, so McNiven a walk.
Next up, catcher number 15, Caleb Hendricks.
If you'd like to donate to the Solano Mudcats, go to solonomudcats.org. There is a donate button on there. We would love to have your donation. We would put up some more camera equipment. Pitch number 1 to Caleb Hendricks. Called strike. 0-1, runner on first base, no outs. There's a pitch grounded by the diving first baseman by Hendricks. Well, the runner holds at second, but an overthrow missed at third into foul territory, and both runners will advance after that errant throw into foul territory. Timeout called by Wexler here.
Next up for the Kings.
For those of you that are used to hearing Ryan Irwin on the call here, I'm filling in for him. He's sick today. Jeff Matlock, been a coach with the Mudcats since 2014. Came off the field this year to help out behind the scenes. And yes, we would love to have a better camera. We're looking to get that positioned a little better in the next few games. That'll bring up number 34, E.J. Cord, the second baseman. The first pitch to him is fouled off over the first base dugout for 0-1. Pitch number 2, called strike, fastball in the outside corner, bringing the count to 0-2. And yes, I do love to read the comments you guys are making. I love interacting with our fans. It is great to have you guys on the broadcast. Here's the pitch from Trammell. Fastball outside. E.J. Cord able to hang and not swing at that thing, bringing the count to 1-2. If you guys like what you hear here, go check out our Dirty Fish podcast from myself and Sean Skibeck, the founder of the team, back in '83. That ball hit by E.J. Cord, up the middle, ground ball to the center fielder. Is going to score both those runs from second and third easily. So an two RBI single for E.J. Cord.
Next up, designated hitter number
Brings the
37,
score
Ryan
8-5. Mudcats still leading. That'll bring up number 37, Ryan Hubbard, the designated hitter. First pitch to Hubbard outside for a strike. Yeah, go check out the Dirty Fish podcast. We haven't been able to do an episode in the last few weeks due to the busy schedule of the Mudcats here. But there's the history of the Mudcats on there. We've covered a couple former players. That next pitch to Hubbard, fouled, popped up, looked like it might come back in due to the wind here, but just over the right field fence beyond the first base dugout. Mason Kelly right there at the fence to attempt to catch it. Couple really good episodes. Preston Freeman, we did 2 episodes with him because he likes to talk, and so do Skiback and I. Next pitch to Hubbard, curveball for a ball. The count's 2-1, no outs on the Kings. Preston Freeman now at the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers. Got to play in a few games this year as a junior. Almost got him back on the Mudcats this year. We were just talking to him recently. He's playing in the Northwoods. They didn't have a position on the team he played for last year, but he got picked up on waivers. They have 48 hours to put him on waivers, and another team picked him up. 2-2 count to Hubbard. Ball in the dirt past Wexler. E.J. Cord advances the second on that wild pitch. It's a ball for a 3-2 count to Hubbard, the DH. Had another great episode with Bronson Ballholm, 2 years with the Mudcats, University of Arizona player. That pitch to Hubbard fouled off, still 3-2 count. Bronson Ballholm left us about a week early at the end of his last season with the Mudcats to try out for Banana Ball for the Party Animals, and he is currently in his 3rd season with the Party Animals as one of their catchers. Great young man, just doing really well. We're really proud of what he's doing out there in Savannah, Georgia, and all over the country lately. Trammell comes set on the 3-2 pitch, and it is low for ball 4 for a walk to Hubbard. That'll bring up Zach Altamira.
Next up, first baseman number 14, Zach Altamira.
Bronson Ballholm able to get me some tickets a couple years ago when they were in West Sacramento. Last year I have family about an hour away from Savannah, Georgia. Was able to catch a game there in Savannah at their home field, Grayson Field. What an amazing display they put on. Zach Altamira with the ball up the middle. And a wild play at second. Shortstop Murphy was able to grab that ball, tag second base, but went down. He's limping a little bit, not able to make the throw to first base for the double play, but he does get 1 out at second base. And it looks like the trainer's going to go out and check on him. He's limping a little bit. Kind of an awkward fall there. Pinch hitter John Bullock here, number 46, coming into the game for Emmett Johnson. First pitch from Dylan Trammell's down and inside. for ball one. Yeah, if you get a chance to go see any of the banana ball teams, they have 6 this year. Go check them out. Good baseball game with lots of entertainment. Pitch number 2 from Trammell in there for a strike. They're touring all over the country. 6 different teams this year. Always an exciting day at the ballpark to watch banana ball. Trammell comes set to Bullock here. Bullock swings, pops this one up. It's in the infield to Max Garcia, making the catch there at third base for out number 2.
Next up, right fielder number 6, Nate Hughes.
Brings up number 6, right fielder Nate Hui. He's walked, grounded out to second. If you're looking for some Mudcat swag, go look at our Instagram or our website. We do have a team store this year, and you can get some sweatshirts, t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. First pitch to Hui, called strike. 0-1, 2 outs. Runners on first and third for the Kings. Pitch from Trammell's fouled off to the third base coach. Bringing the count to 0-2 with 2 outs. Runners at first and third. Trammell comes set to Hui, the batter. Here's the pitch. It is high for ball 1, 1-2. Yeah, check out the Mudcats team store. T-shirts, shorts, sweatshirts. You can even get cornhole boards made. Pitch. Hui fouls it off. Line drive to the right field fence there, just beyond the first base dugout. Get yourself some Mudcat swag and represent wherever you're at. We'd love to see that. Send us pictures too. Love to put them on our social media. Mudcats in the wild.
Maybe this halfway in the week, take a picture.
Yeah, pitch from Trammell a little bit outside.
Car wash picture.
Brings the count to 2-2, 2 outs. That ball's hit through the hole between third and shortstop, and ground ball is going to score 1 run for the Kings on a single by Hui. 3-run inning
Next
so
up,
far for the
shortstop,
Kings.
Number 4, Blake Porter.
Blake Porter up to bat, and it is 8-6 Mudcats. These two teams have battled it out the last few games, each scoring double-digit runs. And as I mentioned earlier, lengthy games for the Mudcats staff here. Not only the team and coaches, but everyone behind the scenes working hard. First pitch to Porter high, but he swings at it, fouls it straight back to the net for strike 1. Pitch number 2, curveball outside for a ball. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second for the Kings. And Blake Porter steps back in the box. Called strike, 1-2. If you know anyone local that wants to volunteer, we're always looking for people to help out at the Mudcats. Internships available. Always love to have the help. Always looking for people to help. The pitch from Trammell way outside. Cruz Wexler able to dive out there and stop that ball from going to the backstop. Runners cannot advance. Brings the count to 2-2. Two pitch from Trammell, high and outside fastball, brings the count full with 2 outs. And for some reason, Gross calls timeout on a 3-2 count with 2 outs, and he's going to bring in a pinch runner. Kind of an odd moment.
Pinch running, number 5, James Hartman.
James Hartman, the pinch runner. That ball's fouled off. Keep the count at 3-2, 2 outs. Gross, almost like he was icing a field goal kicker. That was weird. Put in a pinch runner on a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Icing the pitcher, maybe. Here's the pitch from Trammell. Fastball fouled off, straight back. Blake Porter battling it out here against Trammell, the pitcher. Trammell comes set to deliver. And here's the pitch. Fastball down, ball 4. So a 2-out walk by Trammell loads the bases. And we're going to have pitching coach Jared Carr come out, have a talk with Trammell, probably buy some time for the pitcher down in the bullpen. We'll take a break from the broadcast here for a moment. We'll be right back with the Mudcats Baseball Network. All right, we're back. Pitch from Trammell. Just outside for ball 1 to Miles Clayton. So 1-0 count, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Kings in a 8-6 ball game. That pitch down in the zone for ball 2. Trammell's starting to struggle a little bit. Looks like the Mudcats have DJ Anderson in the bullpen warming up, right-hander. And this ball is hit hard, and it's going to be out of the ballpark in right field. And that is unfortunate for the Mudcats. Was that 3? That's what I thought. So a grand slam for Clayton. And the Kings go ahead 10-8, and that's going to bring out head coach Kyle Stafford to make a pitching change. Unfortunate for the Mudcats. They go behind 10-8. And we will be right back on the broadcast with you after this pitching change.
McNiven.
All right, we are back. Jimmy McNiven coming to bat for the Kings. Third baseman. Reached on, dropped third strike in the first inning. Double and a walk. DJ Anderson coming in for the Mudcats to pitch. And the first pitch from DJ, fastball down and away for ball one. DJ usually sitting at 89-90 on his fastball. Vacaville native. Went to Vanden High School, where both myself and Sean Skiback were assistant coaches when DJ was there on varsity. And that's high for ball two. DJ, great kid, 6'7". So when I'd go to the mound to talk to him as the pitching coach, I'd tell him to step off the mound and let me stand up there, and he was still taller than me. Here's the pitch. That's a fastball outside, bringing it to a 3-0 count. Jimmy McNiven up. Nobody on for the Kings after that grand slam. DJ throws a fastball for a strike. 3-1, 2 outs. Those of you looking at the comments, rumor has it Coach Carr had a filthy changeup. I can tell you that is not a rumor. Coach Carr pitched for the Mudcats and struck me out during an alumni game with that filthy changeup that he has. So it is not a rumor. He had a filthy changeup at one time. Very successful pitcher for the Mudcats in his, I believe, 3 years that he played back in like 13 and 14 and 15, right in that era of the Mudcats when I first came on as a coach. DJ Anderson able to get to a 3-2 count, and a high fastball is swung at and missed for strike 3 to get him out of the inning with no further damage. The Kings lead 10-8 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be right back with the Mudcats baseball. So pitching change for the West Coast Kings. Brady Spencer coming in to pitch, right-hander, will face Teo Kopp. First pitch in there for a called strike. Teo Kopp lined out to the shortstop, and Cade in his at-bats previous today. That pitch in there down off the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 count. Mudcats looking to get back into the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Scores 10-8. Kings leading. Big hanging curve for a called strike against Kopp from Spencer. Counts 1-2. Another curveball, that's up high for ball 2. 2-2 count to Teo Kopp. First batter of the bottom of the 5th inning for the Mudcats. Curveball grounded the shortstop. Oh, it takes a hop and he misses it. So Teo Kopp is on to first base. So that'll bring up Raphael Hall. Teo Kopp with the single, ruled a hit. Raphael Hall walked on his last at bat. First pitch was a strike to him there. It's an 0-1 count. Curveball way outside. Count goes to 1-1. Raphael Hall with a line drive to right field. Right fielder takes one step to make the catch. That ball was smoked, but right at the right fielder for out number 1. That'll bring up Brendan Murphy at the top of the order for the Mudcats. Here's the pitch from Spencer. Fastball low and outside, ball 1. Comes the pitch. Runner going. It's curveball in the dirt. Catcher able to retrieve it about 10 feet to his right and back. Runner easily steals second. Ball on the pitch, so brings the count to 2-0. 1 out with a runner at second. Teo Kopp got a great jump on that. Was probably going to make it even if the catcher was able to wrangle that thing in. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Mudcats with 1 out. The pitch, that is chopped to the first baseman high. He's able to run and beat the runner, Brendan Murphy, to first base for out number 2. Advances the runner, Teo Kopp, from second to third with 2 outs. That'll bring up Tyler Crudo. Spencer comes set. Here's the pitch. Oh, curveball almost hits him. Probably should have stayed in and wore that one from a coaching perspective to get another runner on base. As Skibeck would say, it's not a car. Give me a free runner on first base. 1-0 count here. Spencer comes set to Tyler Crudo. Pitch is down in the dirt. Ball number 2. Assisted 3. Here's the pitch. Another curveball to Crudo. Caught looking, it catches some of the plate for a strike. 2-1. Spencer comes set for a 2-1 pitch here to Crudo. Another curveball, and that is strike 2. A lot of curveballs from Spencer. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third for the Mudcats. Looking to at least get 1 back here. Another curveball, and that is a called strike on the outside corner. And he rings up Crudo, who disagrees with that call. Tough out there. after 5 full innings. Kings 10, Mudcats 8. And we'll be right back with the top of the 6th. All right, top of the 6th inning here. DJ Anderson still in pitching for the Mudcats. And I believe it is Caleb Hendricks up to bat, number 15 for the West Coast Kings. First pitch strike from DJ Anderson. Second pitch fouled back into the net for strike 2. (0-2) count here. DJ Anderson comes set. Third pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Murphy able to scoop that up, make a great throw to first base for out number 1 in the top of the 6th inning.
Next at number 34, second baseman E.J. Cord.
Great ground ball pitch by DJ Anderson. And if you think 6'7" is big in person, you should see him on the mound. Guy's a giant on the mound. Got a pretty good mound presence to him. Let alone he throws 90. So that brings up E.J. Cord, and his first pitch is hit to the third baseman, Max Garcia. Makes the play. Throw across the diamond to Kelly for out number 2. So 1 pitch, 1 out on the second hitter for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up number 37. Ryan Hubbard steps into bat, the DH for the Kings. First pitch fastball by DJ Anderson, low and inside for ball 1. Another fastball outside, 2-0. DJ Anderson able to come in and shut down that inning at the end of the inning there. Kings had a 7-run 5th inning to go ahead 10-8. Mudcats trying to scratch back here, keep the Kings at 0. Fastball up in the zone, fouled off to the right side of the plate. Count goes to 2-1. Here's the pitch from DJ. Fastball a little high in the zone. 3-1 count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning for the Kings. Here's the pitch. Down in the zone for ball 4. So a 2-out walk. Never what you want to see as a coach. Puts a man on first for the Kings.
How about number 5, James Hartman?
Brings up number 5, James Hartman. Came in the game last inning, I believe. First pitch fouls it off back into the net right behind home plate. Jared Carr coming out to get that. Great hustle by the assistant coach of the Mudcats. We see you working, Coach Carr. 0-1 pitch from DJ Anderson's delivered, and that's fouled off back over home plate. Counts 0-2, 2 outs, runner on first for the Kings. As we get their shadows start to creep onto the third base line from the trees here at Solano College. And the pitch, another fastball, fouled over the right field fence just beyond the Kings first base dugout there. So the count stays 0-2 as Hartman steps back in the box. DJ gives a look over at first base, and here's the pitch to the plate. And another one fouled off behind the plate into the net in front of the score booth here. So I mentioned those shadows creeping in. We moved the game times up because we were playing such long games to 4:30 instead of 5 o'clock. Those shadows across the mound, so in between the mound and home plate, you'll have some shadows, some sun. Makes it really tough for hitters. Another pitch from DJ Anderson. Looked like a curveball or slider way outside for ball 1. 1-2. Never as a hitter do you want the ball going in and out of the shadows and the sunlight. Almost like a strobe light as the pitch comes in, especially when the guy's throwing in the upper 80s or 90s. The pitch. That ball's hit down the right field line. It's in foul territory, and Bartram's not able to get to it. In right field. So Hartman will step back in the box. Got a little battle going on here. Wind's kind of calmed down a little bit. It's going from home plate to center, home to right center a little bit right now. Not as windy as it was at the start of the game. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Wexler's able to stop it, not allowing the runner from first to advance. Ball 2. So 2-2 count, 2 outs. Hartman still at bat, battling against DJ Anderson for the Mudcats as he comes set to deliver the pitch. Ball down in the dirt, gets by Wexler for ball 3. Runner at first able to advance on that wild pitch to second. So 3-2 count, 2 outs. Anderson delivers the pitch. Down the middle. Has a ground ball to third. Max Garcia is able to throw it over, and he is called safe at first. He looked like he was out. Runner from third goes to home, and the throw gets by the catcher. King's able to score a run off of that. And Hartman advances on the errant throw to home plate to second base from first. From my perspective, it looked like he was out at first. The first base umpire calling him safe. I could be wrong. There's no one from the Mudcats dugout arguing that.
John Bullock.
But that gives another run to the Kings. Puts them up 11-8. DJ Anderson now pitching to John Bullock. Lefty here. DJ Anderson, right-handed pitcher, throwing to the lefty John Bullock with 2 outs. His first pitch was a ball. Swing and fouled off for a strike. One count. Here comes the pitch. Fastball fouled off. Two strikes now on the batter. John Bullock. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Mudcats looking to get out of this inning, only giving up 1. Here's the pitch, and that ball's fouled off to the third base side, up and over the backstop above the third base dugout. Anderson, the pitcher, got 2 quick outs and has struggled here to get the third, and that pitch is up and away for ball 2. The elusive third out sometimes in innings is hard to find, but the Mudcats need it here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on second base. And that pitch is fouled off again, straight back into the net right above me here. Anderson comes set with a 2-2 count to deliver to Bullock. Here's the pitch. And that is down and just away. Mudcats dugout looking to get that strike. Goes to a full count here. DJ Anderson delivers. That ball is hit. Ground ball to first baseman. Easily caught there by Kelly. Able to run to the bag. Step on it for out number 3. Mudcats get out of that inning, only giving up 1 run. Kings lead 11-8, and we're going to go into the bottom of the 6th. All right, we're back in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch to Max Garcia, called strike.
Ball game, are those strikes?
That ball hit well by Max Garcia for a base hit to center field. Garcia on his third hit of the day. Got to bring up first baseman Mason Kelly. Swinging strike for pitch number one. Kelly homered in the first at bat, then he flew out to left field, grounded out into a 5-3 put out, ground ball to third base. 0-1 count to Kelly. Here's the pitch. That ball's driven to right field. Garcia's going to round second. He's going to third. Throw to the cutoff man. Garcia is in, standing up to third. That ball was cut, not thrown to third or anywhere. Mason Kelly with a nice hard single to right field. That'll bring up Wyatt Davis. Homered earlier in the game, then he flew out to the shortstop. Runner goes. The throw down is not in time. Mason Kelly able to steal second, breaks up the double play, puts two runners in scoring position for the Mudcats. Called strike on the pitch, so 0-1 count to Wyatt Davis. That pitch in there, called strike again. Davis, two ducks on the pond here, looking to get a single, or at least a long fly ball to get a sac fly run in. Mudcats are behind 11-8. Curveball, strike three, looking punched out by the home plate umpire for out number one.
Next up, right field, number 20.
That'll bring up right fielder Derek Bartram. First pitch to Bartram, low and out for ball one. Pitch number two, swinging strike, foul tip into the glove of the catcher. 1-1 count. Mudcats with an opportunity here. Runners on second and third. Looking to score at least one or two here to scratch back. Curveball in there, down low. Ball number two. comes the pitch. Curveball. Called strike. And Spencer with that big curveball. Big breaking curveball. Another curveball from Spencer. Swung on and missed by Bartram for out number 2.
Next up, catcher, number 8.
Brings up Cruz Wexler. Couple walks on the day. Flew out to the third baseman last at bat. First pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. A little high and outside, everybody thought. And Spencer has the big breaking curveball throwing for a strike quite a bit. Wexler 0-1 count now. Spencer comes set to deliver. Here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Off the catcher's glove, but Garcia unable to score from third. Doesn't even make an attempt. Ball probably not far enough away. That'll make the count 1-1. For those that I mentioned earlier, for your Mudcats swag, looking to see if we had the QR code to put up, but I don't. It is in our Instagram. There is a link in our Instagram profile for the team store. Go check it out. Here's the pitch. Another hanging curve for a strike, looking to make the count 1-2. If you're the Mudcats hitters, you should be thinking curveball from this guy and sitting back, seeing if you can at least foul it off, put it in play with 2 outs. He's definitely thrown a high percentage of curveballs here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball fouled off between the third base coach and the third base. I'm sure coaches and other batters are in there. Just sit back. This guy's throwing a majority of curveballs. Not fast, but a ton of break to him. So the 1-2 count to Cruz Wexler. Another curveball, strike 3 looking. After 6, it's 11-8, West Coast Kings. We'll be right back with the top of the All right, we're back in the top of the 7th. West Coast Kings up to bat. Number 6, Nate Hui, right fielder. DJ Anderson still pitching for the Mudcats. Here's the pitch. Fastball for strike 1. This ball, second pitch hit to the shortstop. Murphy, makes a throw, and Kelly is able to dig that out on a short hop for out number 1. Great pick by Mason Kelly over there at first to save that out.
Number 4, shortstop Blake Porter.
Brings up Blake Porter, the shortstop for the Kings. Strikeout, single with an RBI earlier, another single, and a walk on the day. So been on base 3 times out of his 4 at-bats. Here's the pitch from Anderson. Fastball inside, ball 1. One-zero pitch. Down. Ball number 2. If you're out there watching, give us some comments on the live chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know where you're at. We'd love to hear from you and see where our listeners are from. Go check out all our socials: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Here's the pitch from Anderson. Swing and a big miss for strike 1. Go check out that Dirty Fish podcast on the Solano Mudcats YouTube channel. Myself and Sean Skibeck, the founder of the team, doing those episodes together, having a great time doing them. Here's the pitch from DJ. That ball is fly ball to first base. First baseman was under it, but then it blows over to Tyler Crudo, the second baseman, and again, that Solano College wind blows that thing 30 or 40 feet to the first baseman's right side. Crudo, playing here in his 3rd year here, knows the wind well and was right there for the catch.
That's number 2, Miles Clayton.
Brings up Miles Clayton for the Kings. First pitch called strike. Clayton lined out to the second baseman early, grounded out, flew out, and then had a home run in the game. Pitch number 2, ball 1-1. 2 outs, 1-1 count on the Kings here. The Mudcats looking to go 1-2-3 in this inning. That ball's hit, popped up to the infield again. Max Garcia, the third baseman's under it, and makes the catch for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Mudcats, and the pitcher DJ Anderson keeps the score at 11-8. We'll be right back. today. All right, Teo Cop up in the bottom of the 7th for the Mudcats. First pitch from Spencer, called strike. That ball is popped up to right field. Oh! And the right fielder unable to get to it. The second baseman had stopped. Might have got called off by the right fielder, who it dropped right in front of. So Cop's going to get a hit on that. That'll bring up Raphael Hall, the left fielder. No outs for the Mudcats. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one on Hall. Cooling off in the shade over here. Had to put my jacket on. And you can see that shade between the mound and home plate. Curveball by Spencer just a bit outside. But you can see where the mound has sunlight on it. Then it goes into a large shadow, and then there's sunlight on both boxes around the plate. So comes out of the hand in the sunlight, goes into the shadow, and then back into the sunlight right at the plate. Always tough on hitters. So there's the runner goes, no swing, and he is in there safe. Teo Cop with a stolen base. Catcher had a pretty good throw. One hopped it, unable to get the runner. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Mudcats with a 1-2 count. Mudcats need all the runs they can get right now. They're behind by 3, 11-8. Looking in the bottom of the 7th here to scratch back a little bit against the West Coast Kings. Here's the pitch to Hall. Curveball fouled off into the net right behind the plate. Count still 1-2. Here's the pitch to Raphael Hall. Oh, and it bounces past the catcher. Teo Cop from second to third easily. Mudcats are arguing that it hit Hall on the foot. Third base umpire says he didn't swing, so now the umpires are going to get together. Sounds like they're going to get together and see if we have a hit by pitch. Hall's saying he got hit by the pitch on his foot. He's taking all his gear off, and he's walking down to first base. And yes, the umpires are saying he was hit by the pitch. So Teo Cop getting to third base has to go back on the dead ball hit by pitch back to second. So the Mudcats will have sorry about that, the music came on. Mudcats will have Brendan Murphy up with runners on first and second and no outs. Wheel pick doesn't throw to second base. Teo Cop was not fooled by that. Shortstop actually was going away from the bag. So Brendan Murphy, the shortstop, up to bat. 2 runners on. Spencer comes set. Here comes the pitch. Strike one called on Murphy. Here's the pitch. Murphy drives this ball to right field. Diving catch by the right fielder. Teo Kopp tags up from second to get to third. Well hit ball and a great catch by the right fielder for the Kings on that dive. Brings up Tyler Crudo with runners on first and third. One out. Fastball down and out for ball one. So Rafael Hall on first base after the hit by pitch. Teo Kopp on third base. Tyler Crudo up to bat. And looking here to see if Rafael Hall's going to steal the bag or not, see if we can get some movement going, put some pressure on the defense here, create a little havoc maybe. Here's the pitch to Tyler Crudo. Runner goes, fake throw, Rafael Hall's in at second easily. Teo Kopp doesn't fall for the fake, and now we have runners at second and third with one out. Here's the pitch to Crudo. And that ball is hit to right field, short right field. It's going to score 2 runs, and Crudo's going to go to second. And he is out at second trying to extend that single. But 2 runs score. That ball was lined to short right field, just over the first baseman's head. Right fielder makes a great play. Crudo tries to extend that single into a double and was out by a few feet, but scored 2 runs. So 11-10 Kings. Mudcats trailing by 1. Max Garcia is up to bat in the first pitch. I believe was a ball. We'll have to see. Here's the pitch. And that ball, wild pitch in the dirt. No runners on, so it doesn't matter. That ball goes to the backstop. And one of our ball boys goes to get it today. Grayson. We have 2 Grayson bat boys today. One with an A and one with an E, and they're doing a great job. 2-0 count to Garcia. Curveball for ball 3. 3-0 count here. Nobody on for the Mudcats. Tyler Crudo had hit them both in from second and third for 2 runs. So the Mudcats tighten the score up, behind by 1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch to Max Garcia is ball 4. Garcia kind of flips his bat, which he's kind of known for, and the catcher tosses that thing to the side. 2 outs, Garcia on first, and he takes the walk seriously. He walks slowly all the way to first. That'll bring up Mason Kelly. Oh, back pick attempt by the catcher to first. Garcia's back in there easily. pitch was a called strike with a back pick attempt by the Kings catcher. Doesn't get Garcia at first. So 2 outs, 0-1 count to Mason Kelly here. Here's the pitch, down in the dirt, and the catcher's able to block it. Spencer, the pitcher for the Kings. A lot of curveballs, has a sinker. Fastball's not anything that's going to blow doors on anybody and blow them out. But that curveball's pretty wicked. 1-1 count, here's the pitch. Outside and low for ball 2. Max Garcia takes his lead off first. Spencer looks over. Here comes the pitch. Curveball. Oh, Kelly swings it. That's a little high. Fouls it off. Count goes to 2-2. Oh, and both Graysons bring out baseballs to the umpire. What a couple of great bat ball boys today. Great job. All right, 2-2 count to Mason Kelly. 2 outs here. Mudcats looking to keep this inning going. And here comes the pitch to Kelly. Curveball, called strike on the outside of the plate to end the inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Kings 11, Mudcats 10. And we'll be right back with the Mudcats Baseball Network. All right, we're back in the top of the 8th. Kings batter Jimmy McNiven. New pitcher for the Mudcats, Cal Elvis. Cal just came to the team about a week ago, a week and a half. First pitch for a ball. Elvis going to University of California, San Diego, the Tritons. Vacaville native, played at Vacaville High School. Here's pitch number 2. Fastball, low and outside for ball 2. Another outside pitch for ball 3. Elvis has only pitched so far 1.2 innings for the Mudcats. He's also played some outfield and hit as well. Got a couple good hits here to the fence in our yard. And that is a 4-pitch leadoff walk. So Elvis will take a little stroll around the mound, gather his thoughts, reset.
Next up, catcher number 15, Caleb Hendricks.
Caleb Hendricks up to bat, catcher for the Kings. Had an RBI double in his first at bat, has flown out and grounded out since. Called strike on pitch number 1 from Cal Elvis. Niven takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch. Slider down and away. Ball 1. Pitch from Elvis. Fastball.
That's right down the middle.
Just down and out, it looked like. There's a pitch fouled off for strike 2. 2-2. Two count, no outs. Runner on first base for the Kings. Here's the pitch. Curveball hits him. Hit by pitch, dead ball. And that'll bring up E.J. Cord for the for the All right, E.J. Cord up to bat, second baseman for the Kings. Runners on first and second, no outs. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner, fastball for a strike. Down and away, ball 1. 1-1 count here. Here's the pitch. Just a hair high. E.J. Cord able to lay off. Looked like he wanted to swing, but did not. Ball 2. 2-1 count here for E.J. Cord facing Cole Elvis. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Correction, Cal Elvis. I do that a lot. Cole's his older brother, about 6 years older. Played a few years for the Healdsburg Prune Packers. And Elvis strikes out Cord for the first out of the inning.
37, designated hitter.
Ryan Hubbard up to bat, the designated hitter for the Kings. Cal Elvis set to pitch with 1 out here. Fastball in there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Another strike looking for Cal Elvis. 0-2 count, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Mudcats trying to hold him off here. Pitch outside for ball 1. Ryan Hubbard doesn't go for that outside pitch. Elvis shakes off the first sign. He comes set to pitch. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That ball is fouled off. That ball is hit hard just to the right of that shortstop into left field. That's going to score the runner from second on a single. And the Kings go up 12-10. Pinch hitting, number 25, Wyatt Miyamoto for the Kings. Third guy to bat in the 7-hole here. Oh, and the runner was going from third, but it's a wild pitch. Past the catcher, Cruz Wexler, to the backstop. Runners will advance to second and third. So 1-1 to Miyamoto here with one out, runners at second and third. Fastball's up and away for ball 2. Cal Elvis with runners on second and third going from the windup. And he'll deliver this 2-1 pitch. It's a swing and a miss by Miyamoto for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kings have runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. And it's another swing and a miss for a strikeout for out number 2.
Next up, number 46, John Bullock.
That'll bring up number 46, John Bullock for the Kings with 2 outs. And here's the pitch from Elvis. In there for a strike. Shadows have pretty much covered up the whole area between the plate and the mound. And that's a foul ball into the Mudcats dugout on third base for strike 2. Here's the pitch. That ball's hit down the foul area to the first base coach. It gets by him. Count still 0-2. Calvus in the windup. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Kings have scored 1 run in this inning to make it 12-10 in the top of the 8th. Sun getting pretty bad for those guys on the right side of the infield. There's another ball, 2-2. First baseman and the right fielder shielding their eyes with their hands or gloves as that pitch is being thrown. The sun is setting low right in their face. Here's the pitch, and it doesn't matter. It's a swing and a miss for strike 3 in the 3rd out of the inning. So the Kings score 1 run, make it 12-10 And we will be right back for the bottom of the 8th inning. So Wyatt Davis comes up in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch, pop up, center field, and it is caught by the center fielder coming in for out number 1. Probably not how you'd script it. Bring up Derek Bartram. Definitely not how you want to script the leadoff hitter in the 8th inning, behind by 2 for a 1-pitch, 1-out fly ball. Regardless, Derek Bartram up. First pitch to him is a ball. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. That ball's hit between third and short. Third baseman's able to pick it up and throw it across and just beat out Bartram getting to first for out number 2. So score that 5-3 in the book. 2 outs. That'll bring up Cruz Wexler. Swinging at the first pitch. Foul back into the net behind home plate. Oh, 1 the count. Spencer still pitching for the Kings. They have somebody up in the bullpen who looks like he's warming up slowly. And here comes the pitch from Spencer. Curveball, no less. And that's fouled off to the right side. For strike number 2. 0-2 on Wexler with 2 outs. Spencer waiting for Cruz to dig into the box, and he does. Spencer comes set. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. Strike 3 down the middle looking. So after 8 complete, Kings lead 12-10 over the Mudcats. We'll come back for the top of the 9th right after this. All right, we're back for the top of the 9th. Nate Hui, the right fielder for the Kings, up to bat, facing Cal Elvis. Pitch number 1 fouled off for strike 1. Mudcats looking to have a quick inning here, come in and try and score some runs, behind by 2. And the pitch, down and away for ball 1. That pitch, fastball, in for a strike. Wee looks at it go by. Kind of shook his head like he thought maybe it was inside. 1-2 pitch from Elvis here. This little slider hit to the shortstop. Oh, and just misses it in the dirt. Unfortunate. Murphy usually makes that play, man. That ball like stayed down on him. So that ball ruled E6. Hui reaches first on an error. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Blake Porter. Fastball, swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Oh, the runner goes, but he stumbles, and now he's in a rundown. Mudcats looking to get, and they get the out. So a mistake by the Kings. He goes on that ball that had just went by the catcher a little bit, but he stumbled as he ran. Wexler able to throw ahead of him to second base. And they get him out in the rundown. So the error doesn't cost them anything, fortunately. Got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on Porter. Here's the pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Blake Porter here. Here's the pitch from Cal Elvis. And that is a high fastball, way up in the zone. And some great hustle by Jared Carr over here to my left, getting that foul ball. Strike three looking on Porter. Porter disagrees with it for a moment and then heads back to the dugout. That'll bring up Miles Clayton.
Next up, center fielder number 2, Miles Clayton.
With 2 outs, nobody on. And that first pitch to Miles Clayton high for ball 1. Oh, nice curveball from Cal Elvis in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs to Miles Clayton for the Kings. Another curveball or slider. It's up and away for ball 2. Here's the pitch. That slider looks like it catches the corner, but no call from the umpire. 3-1. And that one's high and away for ball 4. 2-out walk for Miles Clayton. That'll bring up Jimmy McNiven for the Kings. So 2 outs, runner on first on the walk. McNiven up to bat. Here's Cal Elvis's pitch, down and away for ball 1. Elvis comes set from the stretch, and here's the pitch. Fastball for a strike. One ball, 1 strike to McNiven. The pitch, fastball strike. Down in the bottom corner away. Called strike. 1-2, 2 outs. Elvis will come set and deliver to the plate. Slider down. McNiven doesn't even flinch. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mudcats looking to close out the top of the 9th here. And foul ball by McNiven to stay alive at 2-2. Slider outside. Takes it to full count, 3-2 with 2 outs. The runner on first will be going on the pitch. And we've almost reached that 3.5 hour mark for another long game here at Yarborough Field at Salona College. And the pitch down and away for ball 4. So a second 2-out walk puts runners on first and second for the Kings, and that'll bring up Caleb Hendricks.
Next up, catcher Hendricks.
Pitching coach Jared Carr heads out to the mound. Gives a little chat to Cal Elvis and the catcher Cruz Wexler. Pretty brief. Umpire didn't even have to go out. probably saying, don't worry about the runners. Let's get the guy at the plate. You got to force out at first, second, or third right now. Get yourself a ground ball. Ground ball or cheap fly ball. Get that third out here. And here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike on the outside corner to Caleb Hendricks. 0-1 count. That ball's hammered foul, third base side. Brings the count to 0-2. Count. Can't be anything good here from Elvis. It's got to be either down or up in the zone or away. Here's the pitch. Slider in there for a strike on the inside half to end the inning. Hendricks doesn't agree with it. But what a great pitch by Cal Elvis to get the third out of the inning. And the Mudcats are down by 2, looking to score in the bottom of the 9th. We'll be right back. Damn it. That'll bring up Teo Kopp for the Mudcats in the bottom of the 9th here. First pitch, curveball, high for ball 1. So Teo Kopp in the 8-hole, Raphael Hall on deck, and then back to Brendan Murphy at the top of the order for the Mudcats. Looking to score 2. Teo Kopp with a foul to the right side, and it's out of play. So 1-1 count. 8-9-1 in the order due up this inning. Mudcats looking to get 2 to tie, 3 to win, and see what they can do here in the bottom of the 9th. Spencer still pitching for the Kings. Curveball in there for a strike. And I gotta think, you almost have to sit curveball in this guy. His fastball is not overpowering. He does have a decent sinker. Another curveball hit down the first base line into foul territory. Not able to be caught. Count goes to 1-2. So good job going with the pitch. Curveball down and away, and that ball's hit down the right field line pretty well. Ends up hitting in the bullpen area of the Kings, which is on the third base line in foul territory on the Yarborough field here at Solano College. And the pitch, curveball, fouled straight back. And I will say Spencer loves the curveball, and he's been throwing it in there for strikes today quite a bit. If I had to guess, it's probably been at least 75% curveballs from Spencer. Pretty high percentage. He throws it for strikes, though. So here's the pitch on the 1-2 count. Fastball up, and it is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher for strike 3 and 1 out. So the Mudcats are down to 2 outs.
Next up, left fielder.
2 outs left, so 1 out
Number 6, Rafael
in the
Hall.
inning. That'll bring up the left fielder, Rafael Hall. Lefty attempts a bunt, and he misses it. Third baseman was crashing. Hall had a walk earlier, but has struggled at the plate today. Got hit by a pitch, I think his last at bat. And that ball's hammered to the first baseman, who bodies up on it and beats Hall to first base for out number 2. So the Mudcats are down one out. So down to their last out, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Mudcats behind 12-10. Back to the top of the order with Brendan Murphy. He's got some power. Curveball by Spencer outside. Ball 1. Definitely here. Have to be looking for a pitch. Probably a curveball, but you got to put it in play. Don't leave it up to the guy behind the catcher to seal your fate. And that ball's hit the left field. Little flare to left. And Murphy's on first base with 2 outs. So the tying run, Tyler Crudo, comes up to the plate.
Next up.
So Kyle Gross, the manager of the Kings, goes out to the mound, has the full infield in, talking to them. You always would love to have a mic out there right now. See, what is Kyle Gross telling them? You have 2 outs, be patient, runner on first, throw strikes and get an out. So Gross walks off back to the dugout. Everybody's back to their positions, and Tyler Crudo steps into the batter's box for the Mudcats with 2 outs. Brendan Murphy on first base. Here comes a pitch from Spencer, and it's a curveball for a strike. And you got to be thinking curveball here, and every once in a while he'll sneak a fastball in. So 0-1, here comes the pitch. Another curveball, swing and a miss by Crudo for strike 2, and the Mudcats are down to their final strike of the game here. Mudcats bench cheering Crudo on, hoping to see him get on, get the next guy up. Here's the pitch, fastball outside, and man, that was close. That was pretty hard to take, and it's called the ball by the umpire. I will say, I've known Tyler Crudo for the 3 years now, and he knows the strike zone well, so great take by Tyler Crudo for a 1-2 count with 2 outs and a runner on first. Here's the pitch. Curveball, and it's hit to third base. He scoops it, double pumps, and he throws Crudo out at first. And that's the ball game, folks. The Mudcats lose another tight one to the Kings, 12-10. And what a bummer. The Mudcats were looking to come home from Arcata and the Humboldt Crabs after 1 win there and 4 losses. And they'll take their 5th loss in a row and lose to the Kings 12-10 in another tight game. Double digits for both teams again, which is kind of crazy. And we're looking at about a 3-hour and 37-minute game. So long games, high scores, a lot of offense. But again, the Mudcats end up on the wrong end of that deal. So until next time, you guys go check out all our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Go check out the Mudcat team store for all your gear. The link is in our Instagram bio. Definitely comment on all our stuff. We're glad to hear from you. And we will see you tomorrow against the West Coast Kings again here at Yarborough Field at Solano College. 4:30 p.m. start again, so 4:30. And hopefully we have a little bit shorter game and a different outcome. So I'm Jeff Matlock signing off for the Mudcats. Have a good night, folks.